Maging in sa mundo ng negosyo at propesyon. Huwag magpahuli sa mga latest trends ng iba't ibang industry. Alamin ang gabay sa tagumpay ng ating mga panauhin. Ating pag-usapan ang mga yan dito sa Patok. Patok, may oportunidad sa bawat katok. Programang hatid sa inyo ng DZAR 1026 Sunshine Radio. Patok, ating pakinggan ng iba't ibang kwento ng buhay. Istorya ng mga simpleng individual na magbibigay inspirasyon at motibasyon. At narito na ang ating mga kapartner na Kapatok pa!
Ayan, magandang hapon mga kaporter, mga kapatok. Friday na. Thank God it's Friday. It's July 10 na pala, no? Bilis talaga ng panahon, kaporter Chiclet.
Yes, mabilis nga ka-partner. Kaya maayong hapon sa'yo.
Ayan, maayong hapon sa tanan, no? Naimbag ang mali.
Maupay nga kulo.
Mayap agad pa na po.
Buenas tardes.
Aha, yan nga, no? Ang ibig sabihin po niyan lahat is good afternoon. Saan man kayong bahagi ng mundo, mga kaporter, mga kapatok, wini-welcome namin kayo
Dito sa paboritong tambayan ng mga nagnenegosyo
course.
at kanilang kasosyo. Dito lang sa Patok, may oportunidad sa bawat katok.
At yan nga, kung nais nyo kaming katok, no, maaari po lamang tumawag. Ayan, sa mga may load, ha, sa 8836-3875 at kaya sa 8801-9836.
At pwede nyo rin kaming i-text sa numerong 0927-540-2241.
O di kaya mag-iwan kayo ng comment sa ating Facebook at YouTube live stream sa DZAR 1026 at sa Patok sa DZAR. Dahil i-mention po namin kayo, shoutout namin kayo. Gandahan yung mga comments, yung mga kapartner. Ayan nga, kami niyo yung makakasama this afternoon, Friday na Friday, kapartner Cristel.
Yes, at ako naman si ka-partner Chiclet.
Medyo nagulo yung buhok natin, kapartner Chiclet. Ha? Well arranged to kanina eh. Ayan, so kamusta naman kayo, no? Sana man okay na kayo lahat. Kahit sa mga pangyayari sa ating bansa, laban pa rin tayo mga kapartner, mga kapatok dyan. At eto nga, no, para patuloy ating laban sa ating pagnenegosyo, may inihanda po kami sa inyo ng mga tips lang naman para sa pag-unlad pa na ating negosyo. So eto mga kapartner, no, isa kasi sa pinakamahalagang puhunan talaga sa negosyo ay hindi lang yung kapital, kundi yung unang-una, mga taong kasama mo.
Yes, tama ka dyan, ka-partner Cristel. Kaya kung gusto mong makabuo ng isang dream team na makakatulong sa paglugo ng iyong negosyo, narito ang 5 tips na pwede mong simulan ngayon na agad to, ka-partner.
Dream team ha, ang ganda pakinggan eh. So ito yung pagtatayo ng dream team. Paano nga ba kumuha ng tamang tao para sa negosyo mo? So mga ka-partner, wala kasing negosyo ang kayang lumago ng malaki kung ang leader ay nag-iisa lang talaga sa buhay. Pwede siya at start, pero later on, pag lumaki na talaga yung negosyo mo, hindi mo na kaya kung one-man team ka lang all the way. So, kailangan talaga mga partner, ang unang tip natin sa pagpili ng mga tao ay ang gintong principle na hire for attitude, train for skill.
Napakabigat niyan, ka-partner. Ang kakayahan o technical na skill tulad ng paggamit ng computer o pagluluto ay madaling ituro sa loob ng ilang linggo or mga ilang araw lang, mga ka-partner. So, kung yung tao na napili mo ay masipag o gusto talagang matuto, ngunit ang tamang ugali, ang tamang ugali at integridad, ang katapatan at ang magandang pakikitungo sa kapwa ay napakahirap baguhin yan. Kung baluktot na sa simula pa lang yung ugali ng aplikante mo, ay nako, delikado. Kaya pumili ka talaga, ka-partner, ng taong may magandang puso.
Oo, kasi usually talaga, no, pag mag-hire tayo, iniisip natin, ay ito ang dami niyang background, ang dami niyang skills kunyari. Tapos dun pala pag ma-hire na siya, yun pala ang pangit ng ugali, hindi nakikisama, chismosa. Ay mahirap yan siya, mga ka-partner. So parang kumbaga ibig sabihin namin, no, maganda din talaga, unang-una natin titingnan is yung attitude talaga din ng mga aplikante natin or i-hire natin. Kasi yung skills, kumbaga, mga ka-partner, pwede yung matutunan. Pero maganda din kung balance din, no? They have the attitude, good attitude, and they have the skills as well.
Para hindi ka na mahirapang magturo, di ba? Pero kapag pangit naman yung ugali, pangit yung magiging atmosphere
Oo.
sa workplace nyo. Kaya maganda talaga, balance. So, yun naman din talaga yung purpose ng pagkakaroon ng interview, di ba?
Oo. Kung maganda nga yung, magaling nga siya sa certain skill, gamit na gamit siya, pero ang pangit naman ang ugali niya, for sure, mabilis mo lang siya makakasama. Hindi yan magtatagal sa'yo. Ayan. So, yun ha, mga kapartner, hire for attitude, train for skill. Ayan. So, tip number 2 naman tayo, mga kapartner, isulat ang isang malinaw na at isang malinaw at detalyadong job description at KPI. So, maraming kumpanya kapag nag-hire talaga sila, sasabihin lang nila na kailangan namin ng staff sa opisina. Ayan. So, pagpasok ng empleyado, no, nalilito sila dahil utos dito, utos doon, ng kung ano-anong bagay na wala namang kinalaman sa posisyon nila.
So, dapat talaga ka-partner, sa unang araw pa lang, kailangan malinaw na sa papel kung ano ang gagawin nung employee, nung empleyado sa araw-araw mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes. At kung ano yung sukatan ng tagumpay, kung meron kayong mga goal, di ba, na
Oo.
dapat i-achieve. So, kailangan ka-partner. So, para ito yung magiging sukatan kung sa tagumpay nila at sa KPI nila or yung key performance indicator, kung kung sila ba ay ilalagay mo sa sales, ilang benta ba ang kailangan nilang maabot bawat buwan. Kapag malinaw ang target kasi, mga kapartner, mas madali silang magtrabaho ng maayos at hindi mo na kailangang bantayan ang bawat kilos nila sa bawat minuto.
So, kumbaga, at least malinaw sila kung ano talaga yung specific jobs nila. Kasi kahit ikaw naman may stress ka, akala ko ba yung pinasukan ko dito assistant ako, bakit naging ako, ibang assistant naging yaya. Ayan. So, dapat malinaw talaga yung job description nila. At the same time, pwede naman sabihin, kasi versatile naman tayo, no? Pwede may mga utos na certain utos na pwedeng ibigay sa'yo if in case may kailangan talaga or may kakulangan ng tao. So, at least clear lang yung communication is very important talaga, mga kapartner. At yung klaro yung ating mga job descriptions na ibinibigay sa kanila. Ayan. Ito naman tayo, no? Tip number 3. I think mabilis lang talaga tong ating tip portion, no, kapartner chiclet. Ito na, ang tip number 3 natin, no? Magsagawa ng culture fit assessment sa inyong interview. So, eto, mga kapartner, wag mo lang itanong kung ano yung natapos niya, na kurso, o di kaya kung saan siya, nagkaroon na ba siya ng dating trabaho, saan ba siya nagtrabaho dati, ano na yung experience niya. Ang itanong mo talaga sa kanila is yung mga personal nila na paniniwala at layunin nila sa buhay upang makita mo kung tugma ba ito sa kultura ng kumpanya mo. Kasi different companies, may iba't iba tayong culture. Like dito sa kultura ng kumpanya namin, dapat lahat aggressive, ganon. Dapat lahat honest, dapat lahat may ginagawa, ganon. May mga kanya-kanyang culture tayo per company. Ayan.
Yes. So, tulad nga sabi mo kanina, ka-partner, 'di ba? Baguhin naman yung tanong, 'di ba? Pwedeng situational, magtanong ka ng scenario kung paano ba yung magiging approach niya or magiging reaction niya kapag may nakaaway siyang katrabaho, 'di ba? So, kung malalaman mo, depending on her answer, kung ano yung attitude niya. So, doon pa lang malalaman mo kung mahilig ba siya sa chismisan, ganon, or mahilig mapangmataas ba, mga ganon klaseng katao, ka-partner. Makikita mo na kung bibigyan mo sila ng mga scenario or situational questions, kung paano ba nila yon sasagutin at paano nila kakaharapin. So, wag mo silang tanggapin dahil sisirain nila ang kapayapaan ng inyong kumpanya, mga kapartner. So, kailangan talaga ingatan talaga natin yung company natin, kapartner, kasi parang yun na rin yung bahay natin, yung workplace natin.
Yes. Kasi din, ka-partner, no, pag may company ka, lalo na pag malalaki na talaga, yung mga tao mo kasi talaga yung tutulong sa'yo sa pag-grow. And then, yung culture na yun na meron ka sa isang company, kumbaga, aside sa culture, it's your belief, kumbaga ba, na as a whole company. Kung may hindi tugma dyan, or hindi naniniwala, or hindi aligned dyan sa mga employees mo with your culture, mahihirapan ka talaga mag-grow. At the same time, yung employee mo, hindi talaga din magtatagal yan sa iyo. So, dapat, dun pa lang sa assessment natin, no, malalaman mo na kung yung utak niya ay nakalinya din sa utak mo. O yung pananaw niya ay nakalinya din sa pananaw mo. So, kung nakalinya yan, pareho kayo, parang ano lang ba, stars get aligned.
Tama ka dyan, ka-partner.
Mabilis
Kumbaga,
lang yan. Oo.
Kailangan harmonious yung ano.
Yes.
O, kasi kung baga kung iba-iba yung gusto nyo, parang lalong hindi mag-grow or kung baga grow yung business
Pero
pero there's a
mahirap.
possibility na
Mm-mm.
mabagal kasi nga
Mm-mm.
kung baga meron talaga minsan talaga meron yung crab mentality ka partner, 'di ba? Yung minsan hindi mo yan maiwasan pero siguro may mga pamamaraan mga ka-partner na bigyan nyo sila ng way or para mabago, 'di ba? Na syempre kasi nag-iinggitan, hindi maiwasan, 'di ba? So ganung mga scenario ka partners, magkakaroon ka na ng ideya kung okay ba itong tao na to na ipasok sa team mo. Kasi dream team mo yan.
Yes, dream team.
Yeah.
Nako, dream team. Ayan, eto na. Tip number 4 naman tayo mga ka-partner, no? Magkaroon ng maayos na onboarding at probationary support. So, wag mo hayaan na pagpasok ng bagong employee mo sa unang araw ay ituturo mo lang ang mesa niya at sasabihin, oh, sige, magtrabaho ka na dyan. Grabe, no? Matik na yung mindset natin dyan. Ayan. So, kailangan talaga nilang ng gabay at pagsasanay sa unang 1 hanggang sa 3 buwan nila sa company.
So, pwede mo silang bigyan ng buddy o isang luma na tapat mong empleyado na magsisilbing gabay at magtuturo sa kanila sa pasikot-sikot ng opisina. So, mag-set up ka rin ng mga lingguhang evaluation sa unang buwan upang kamustahin. Kahit hindi sa unang buwan, kahit all the way na sa buong sa business mo. So, kamustahin mo lang sila. So, kung ano ba yung part na nahihirapan sila or kung saan ba sila nag-excel, may mga kailangan ba silang tulong, mga ganong bagay mga ka-partners. Pwede mo rin silang tanungin kung ang, minsan kasi pagka medyo problematic din yan, di ba? Sa personal nila, nakaka-apekto din yan sa work. So, kahit mga konting personal lang na pangangamusta, kahit isang word lang na kamusta mga
Kamusta?
ka-partner, malaking bagay na yon. So, ang paggabay sa simula ay nagpapadama sa kanila na sila ay ligtas at pinapahalagahan talaga.
Oo,
Pamilya.
importante yan. Oo, kasi pag sa company talaga, wag na tayo dun sa old system na parang, empleyado lang kita, ganyan. Parang, kumbaga, at this time right now, open na dapat yung mind natin na when you have a company, parang pamilya na din yung pinapalago mo. Ayan. So yung mga employees mo, parang kapatid mo na rin, anak mo na rin, ano bang treatment mo sa kanila, hindi yung employee lang talaga. So maganda yan, mga ka-partner, no? Magkaroon ka talaga ng sistema ng onboarding at probationary support. Kasi kahit ikaw naman, ilagay mo yung sarili mo sa sapatos ng bagong employee, bagong salita. So syempre mo, awkward ka pa, matatakot ka pa, madami ka pang questions niyan, or aloof ka pa sa iba, so kailangan mo din ng support. So ganyan, basic lang yan mga ka-partner. Kahit sa lugar yan or situation, kahit hindi lang sa company, kahit nga sa classroom, ganyan yung ginagawa natin, may get to know each other, diba? May body system. So kayang-kaya nyo yan mga ka-partner.
Yes.
Ayan.
Pero wag kalimutan ka-partner, no? Magkaroon pa rin ng boundary.
Yes,
Kasi
magkaroon pa rin ng
minsan,
boundaries.
mahirap na rin kapag, kumbaga, nawala na yung boundary.
Sige lang, matutunan nyo talaga yan. Pag magkaroon na kayo, along the way, you will know naman kung anong mga dapat na hakbang or steps na gawin mo. Ayan, eto naman sa tip number 5 natin, ang huli para sa ating paksa na ito, no? Maging isang pinuno na karapat-dapat sundan or leadership by example. I mean, lead by example. Napaka-importante nito. Kahit saan, no? Kahit hindi lang sa company. Sabi nga mga ka-partner, no? Ang mga mahuhusay na empleyado ay hindi umaalis sa mga kumpanya dahil sa trabaho. Ayan. Umaalis po sila dahil sa, masamang boss o pinuno o leader. Yung ugali, may attitude. Ganon.
So kung gusto mong maging on time ang mga tao mo, dapat ikaw ang unang dumating sa opisina ng umaga, 'di ba? Kung gusto mo silang maging tapat at may integridad, ipakita mo na tapat ka sa pakikipag-usap sa mga supplier at kliyente mo. So ang pagbuo ng dream team ay nagmumula sa pagiging isang dream leader. So, kailangan talaga maging example ka kasi ikaw yung, kumbaga ikaw yung base dyan ka-partner.
Yes, kahit na hindi mo sabihin sa kanila yung mga gusto mo, but because they can see it with you, ikaw mismo ang nakikita nila na ganyan pala ang dapat, they will follow even though hindi na by force, by mayari. So, din mo ako, gusto ko ganito, hindi. So, they will automatically sense na, yan pala yung dapat.
Yes, and in contrast naman ka-partner, kapag utos ka ng utos, like, itong gusto ko, gawin nyo to, pero nakikita nila na hindi mo naman ginagawa. So, ang nangyayari, babalik lang din sa'yo, ibabato lang din sa'yo. Kasi kahit naman na binibigyan natin, kahit na employee natin sila or kasama natin sila sa trabaho, hindi naman ibig sabihin nun na binili mo yung buhay nila. So, hinihingi mo lang yung suporta or tulong sa trabaho, pero hindi yung buong buhay nila na kumbaga apak-apakan or kumbaga gano'n na lang ang pakikipagtungo mo sa kanila.
Yes. Parang may mga hugot ka dyan ka-partner ha. Parang malaliman yung mga hugot. Based on experience ba yan?
Wala naman. Based on ano lang, nabasa ko lang ka-partner.
At saka based on analysis. Kasi kahit naman hindi tayo nasa certain company lang, no? Kahit naman sa pang-araw-araw na buhay, pag may mga ganyang bagay, kumbaga, na-experience din natin yan sa buhay. Kahit nga sa classmates natin, kung may kagrupo tayo sa isang project, di ba? Nafe-feel na natin yung mga ganyan. Nalalaman natin mga ganyang bagay-bagay. So, yun,
Yes,
no?
oo.
Mga ka-partner, ang dami nating napag-usapan. Kahit 5 lang yun, no? Ang dami namin nasabi, no? At sana yung mga aral na ito, no? Mga ka-partner, mga kapatok na napakinggan ninyo para sa pagbuo ng inyong dream team ay ibaon nyo at magamit nyo talaga sa inyong karera, sa inyong negosyo at araw-araw din na pamumuhay.
Pero wag muna kayong aalis dahil sa aming pagbabalik mga ka-partner, makakasama natin ang isa na namang espesyal na panauhin na magbabahagi ng kanyang journey, mga hamon at mga aral na siguradong magbibigay inspirasyon sa ating lahat mga ka-partner.
Yes, it's 1:16 in the afternoon. Isang break lang po tayo para sa mga short paalala natin. Magbabalik po ang programang
Patok, may oportunidad sa bawat katok.
Huwag bibitiw, magbabalik ang Patok sa DZAR 1026 SMNI Radio.
Mga balita, impormasyon, serbisyo at inspirasyon dito lang sa DZAR 1026 SMNI Radio Mega Manila. Kayo'y nakikinig sa DZAR 1026 SMNI Radio Mega Manila. Kapartner mo sa balita at serbisyo.
Sa bawat araw, sa bawat sandali, kami ay SMNI.
Ang aming uniforme ay hindi lamang tela. Ito'y sagisag ng aming paninindigan.
Ipinagmamalaki natin ang ating bansa at ang ating pagiging Pilipino.
Pinagsama ng nagkakaisang layunin, ating isinusulong ang revolusyon sa media.
Ang templong tahanan ng Diyos at ang sinag, ang instrumento ng katotohanan, at liwanag na nagmumula sa iisang may likha.
Pula, ang pag-ibig na nananalaytay sa ating mga ugat. Ang dugo ng bawat bayaning Pilipino na nagbuwis buhay para sa ilang bayan.
Itim, ang kapangyarihan ng bansa at soberanya na tanging sa mamamayan lamang.
Ang bawat Pilipinong handang ipagtanggol ang kalayaan at katarungan.
Puti, ang kapayapaan at pag-asa. Taglay ang katapatan sa lupang sinilangan.
Kami ang SMNI. Salamat sa inyong walang sawang pagtitiwala at pagpanig sa katotohanan.
Sa bawat panahon ng krisis, may mga tinig na patuloy na nagtatanong. Hindi para sirain ang pamahalaan, kundi para panagutin ito.
That the President's role is to defend press freedom and not lead in destroying it or demeaning its practitioners.
Mga salitang minsang nagbigay pag-asa sa malayang pamamahayag.
It is my duty for which I ask no special favor, but only fairness, which every citizen, be he the leader of the land or a tiller of the soil, deserves from the fourth estate.
Sapagkat ang media ay hindi kaaway ng gobyerno. Ito ay bantay ng bayan.
Unlike many of my predecessors, I do not seek collaboration, for that implies a surrender of your independence.
Ang tunay na malayang media, hindi sunod-sunuran, hindi tahimik, hindi takot.
I am of the opinion that national interest is better served by a press that is critical rather than a press that is cooperative.
Dahil sa isang demokrasya, ang mapanuring media ay hindi hadlang sa pamahalaan. Ito ang nagpapatibay dito.
It must have the untrammeled freedom to do its work, not just to arm the citizenry with the truth, but also to deepen discernment in this age of mass disinformation.
Sa panahon ng disinformation, mas mahalaga ang katotohanan, mas mahalaga ang malayang pamamahayag.
The principal role of the press is not to applaud those who govern, but you hold us accountable without holding back and giving praise to those who deserve it and providing criticism for those who deserve that.
Ang kritikal na media ay hindi kalaban ng gobyerno. Ito ay haligi ng demokrasya. Panindigan natin ang kalayaan sa pamamahayag. Ang katotohanan ay hindi dapat katakutan. Sa isang tunay na demokrasya, ang malayang pamamahayag ay hindi dapat pinatatahimik. Ito ay pinakikinggan. Ang kritikal na media ay hindi kalaban ng gobyerno. Ito ay haligi ng demokrasya. Panindigan natin ang kalayaan sa pamamahayag. Para sa Diyos at Pilipinas nating mahal, kasama nyo ang SMNI sa panatang ito.
Patok, may oportunidad sa bawat katok.
Ayan, nagbabalik na ang programa Patok, may oportunidad sa bawat katok. At yes, kami pa rin yung makakasama, ka-partner Cristel.
Yes, at ka-partner Chiclet.
Yes, eto na nga, ka-partner Chiclet. May may special guest tayo ngayon. And before pa siya sasala ngayon, madami na kaming questions sa kanya.
Yeah.
Ayan, may
Nakatuwa.
mga naka-off-cam kami ng mga interview. Ayan, so interview portion. So, eto mga ka-partner, no, for sure, matutuwa din kayo at mamamangha kung ano talaga yung benefits din talaga nitong kanyang negosyo. But of course, i-introduce muna natin ang ating first guest for this Friday. Eto, so kapartner, no, minsan ang simpleng pangarap ay nauuwi sa isang misyong makatulong at makapagpagaling ng mas maraming tao.
Yan mismo ang ating guest ngayong araw, kapartner. Mula sa pagiging solo practitioner hanggang sa pagtatayo ng sarili niyang wellness clinic, ibabahagi niya ang kanyang journey sa negosyo, healing at mga aral na natutunan sa bawat hamon.
Yes, so kaya mga kapartner, mga kapatok, no, sabay-sabay nating kilalanin ang clinic owner ng Balance Chi Health and Wellness Center, ang certified acupuncturist at traditional Chinese medicine practitioner, kapartner Vas Bismarck.
Yan, welcome po sa Patok.
Salamat kapartner, and I'm happy to be here. No, ang actually ang ganda-ganda ng mga tips na binibigay niyo. And I was looking back yung journey ko, sariling journey ko. And it is so important nga to have a dream team. For the longest time, like yung pag-practice ko nung acupuncture, yung umpisa nung balance chi, when I established it, nag-umpisa talaga ako na solopreneur, as in one-man army yung dating na ikaw yung nagma-market, ikaw yung gumagawa, ikaw naglalakad, and true enough, you really do need your dream team. So yung mga tips nyo very very useful for our listeners.
Yes,
thank
thank
you
you
so
so much,
much.
ka-partner. Ayan na, may pa-introduction na si partner Bas. Ayan. Pero ka-partner Bas, baka may mga gusto ka munang batiin.
A big shout out to mga staff namin right now. So our dream team, all right, si Ma'am Weng, Margie, Juliet, and si Sir Ryan. And then of course, one of my teachers also si Doc Ras, and also si Miss Aliu, who are also part of our acupuncture line, acupuncturist, and also Doc Eric, so our chiropractor at the clinic, who are all listening right now.
Wow,
So
hello,
to my
hello.
lovely wife and my kids, hi, love you.
To the lovely daughters.
Hello sa inyong lahat. Pwede kayong mag-comment, no? Para ipakita inyong suporta kay ka-partner Vas. Ayan. I-ready nyo na inyong mga matalinhagang mga pananalita. Eto na, ka-partner, no? So, ka-partner Vas, I'm just quite curious. Actually, nag-usap na tayo before, no? Eto kasi, marami kasing klaseng negosyo talaga na pwede simulan. Tapos ikaw, ito yung naging line of business mo. Was this intentional ever since? Or is it just something na parang there was a situation and parang kinareer mo na lang talaga?
Well, ang sabi nila is that parang the mother of invention, necessity talaga, is the mother of invention. No? So, it all really started with the necessity na I wanted to see a particular girl more often.
Oh, akala ko yung necessity, pangangailangan sa pera.
Pangangailangan sa
Iba pala
puso.
yun, pangangailangan sa
Pangangailangan
puso.
sa puso. So, in a way,
Grabe,
like when I
tinamaan
was,
talaga ka-partner.
a long time ago, when I was still quite young, no, may nagustuhan akong girl and we were dating, and I was only available like every weekend, and so happened hindi siya available eh. So nangyari is that why are you not available? Sabi niya, ay sorry, may acupuncture classes kasi ako. So ginawa ko is I signed up for the same class para we could spend time together. So this is how kind of like my acupuncture journey and also getting married with my wife also started. So from there, natuloy-tuloy, I actually ended up enjoying. Nagustuhan ko rin yung practice ng acupuncture. It was very interesting. It was very different. And you could really see yung effects and tulong na gagawa niya. It's really parang fulfilling. No? So dun talaga siya nag-umpisa. And from there, the rest was history. That was about 11 years ago.
Wow.
No, so I started my journey studying acupuncture, and then a few years after that, when I became an associate, also we got married, and then so yung practice and the constant learning, of course, like you try to do what you have. I initially started my practice just doing family and friends. I was doing a corporate job. And I was helping in the family business and in going to the office every now and then. But I would still see yung mga patients ko, friends, si Vas nag-aral na yan, so baka gusto mo try. So, it became first treating friends. Tapos next thing yung mga tinitreat ko, hindi ko nakilala. Kasi na-recommend ka ng kaibigan mo sa isang tao, and then next thing I was going from one house to the next, and parang paulit-ulit na lang yung nangyari, and kung saan na ako nakakaladkad. No, and it was a very pleasant journey. So it wasn't per se something that I had planned. No, it was only this pandemic. Nung nangyari yung pandemic, and then after the pandemic, when it really launched, it kind of like it kind of reset a few things. You take life a bit slower. So from a corporate setup, you want something a little bit more in your control. and being the satisfaction talaga. Like parang I always look forward to treating yung pasyente ko kasi yung pakiramdam na nakakatulong ka is really great. No, it gave me a sense of purpose, and maganda rin yung hinahanap ka tapos nakakatulong ka rin sa tao. So from that particular journey, you know what, parang for people to make it easier, I heard from friends and family na it's great nga na I ended up receiving some in my house, so sa bahay nagpapatreat. But the setup becomes difficult pag biglang dumadami na yung tao juggling things, no? So that's where I decided to start my own clinic. And it was not an easy journey. Kasi may sariling setup ka, and then all of a sudden you need to do the necessary permits. You need to learn about like what else requirements para lang maano. And that's where I realized pala, hindi pala madali maging solopreneur. And the thing was, pag naging busy ka, like you're thankful na yung nagiging busy, but then also natatali ka sa isang pwesto. Hindi ka makapag long-term vacation, sarado rin yung negosyo when you're away. So this is where nga I started to look into, recently expanding the roster. Nag-invite na ako ng mga kaibigan ko, mga teachers ko. Baka you wanna take a few days, also do your practice here. Tapos we started expanding, getting more assistants. And yung system nabuo rin through necessity nga. And it was really more of addressing problems ngayon that we had. So how did we go about the business? Very simple lang. Is may space na. I just wanted to really maximize the space. Yung rental is already being paid. Pero I'm not always there. So pag wala ako doon, sara yung clinic. So sabi ko, sayang. So anuhin natin, i-maximize natin. So I invited ngayon mga other practitioners to, hey, do you want to use my clinic kung wala ako? Diba? And then some order needed to be coordination, so we got an assistant bigla. And then from, the growth through the years has been like, where we are today. And then yung iba, so we decided to expand also in terms of, most recently this year actually, we decided to take on a chiropractor in terms of our team as well. So the services started to expand because the tandem was also very good. Acupuncture, chiro. So there were certain things, kasi decision ko before like, maganda rin, baka mag-aral rin ng chiro, so that I could do everything. But then I realized as a, business person, you cannot be doing everything yourself. So instead of studying it myself, I decided to just get somebody to do it. So si Doc Eric was a personal chiropractor. So he was the one that was adjusting me. And when their clinic closed, so I decided to give him an offer, and he agreed naman. We negotiated, and he's now practicing in our clinic. So I'm really, really happy with the support of the people, the staff, the partners that we have, also the doctors that we have that are there now. Because now the clinic is at least, 7 days a week it's open. And it's servicing, patients. So even if I go travel with my family on a vacation, nagtutulungan talaga yung mga tao. So like, Doc sometimes goes on a vacation. I go on a vacation, nagpapasahan na lang kami ng mga pasyente. Like, habang wala ako, dito kayo kay Doc. And then habang wala si Doc, I'm taking care of his patients. So it's a very great, environment to have. The culture is great because everybody is always focused on, how to help the patients more.
Yes. So, curious ako ka-partner kasi alam naman natin na mga Pilipino takot talaga sa karayom. Kahit
Yes.
sabihin natin na tinatanggap na ngayon sa market or dito sa Pilipino yung acupuncture, di ba? Pero meron pa ring hesitant kasi nga okay lang yung isang karayom na matusok sa'yo. Pero kung more than 2, 3 and more, parang nakatakot na ka-partner. So, ano yung masasabi mo dito ka-partner?
Yung usually sinasabi ko, yung script ko, pag tinanong ko ng pasyente, masakit ba yung acupuncture? And I always say, hindi siya masakit. Hindi ako nasasaktan. So, yung point there is I don't feel the pain but you might feel something a little bit, no? So yung ano nun is that yung pain naman kasi is very very small lang siya. So yung needle is always associated with experience. And from hospital experiences, we always have an unpleasant experience with needles. So yung willingness to try is usually parang hindi masyado willing. Takot na takot. Especially yung mga lalaki. I'm gonna call the guys out. Girls are more willing to try acupuncture. Guys, not so much. So, unless pinilit ng girlfriend or ng asawa, then most likely the guy will try. So, yung needle ng acupuncture, napakaliit lang po. So, mas manipis siya dun sa ginagamit pang blood extraction. So, sinasabi nila, it's 20 times thinner or mas maliit kesa dun sa pang blood extraction. So, yung sakit niya is not as painful. So, which is why kaya natin mag-insert ng maraming needles during the treatment with very minimal discomfort.
As an ordinary person na walang knowledge masyado dito ka partner, hindi ba to nababali yung karayo mo? Kasi nipis-nipis kasi.
It's firm. Yung needles are, it's ano naman,
Safe.
still safe, no? So wala naman tayong instance na nababali or nasa-snap yung ano, it bends pa rin. So but it's still safe within yung thickness niya. Especially designed na siya. Mas okay na nga yung needles today compared to a long time ago. So a long time ago, ginagawa pa yung needles ng mga acupuncturists. They had to learn how to produce their own needles. And then, nasa jar yung needle, pinapakuluan ng tubig, and then may pangalan yung jar para sa iyo yon. Like, that's how it was practiced before. But now nagka-standard na si World Health Organization has, globally assigned a standard on how acupuncture is to be done, how it is to be taught, and very particular na sila. So, yung mga needles natin disposable. So, single use siya. Itatapon siya. It's very easy to use. You just open and then you use, throw away after usage, and then repeat lang. So wala na tayo dun sa stage na pinapakuluan yung mga karayong. And those needles were a lot thicker. Kasi I used to hear stories from my mom and my dad when they would have acupuncture somewhere in Chinatown. And I went there and I would see meron talaga mga jars there that they would keep in their name also. And that's how they used to get their acupuncture before. So today is a lot more advanced. Technology has been supportive of what the practice is. So mas nakakita tayo ng uniform standard and also a lot of thought. May tube rin yan. Tapos para mabilis lang yung insert, para it minimizes the pain talaga.
Pero partner, everybody knows about the word acupuncture. Pero ano ba talaga yung benefits nito? And usually, sino ba dapat yung magkuha nitong ganitong klaseng services or treatment?
So, acupuncture falls under Chinese medicine. So, it's one of the pillars of Chinese medicine. No? So, when you insert a needle into an acupuncture point, what it does is it releases energy. And think of it, there are buttons inside your body. No? So when you release energy, it improves directional flow of energy. You are just trying to bring balance in terms of the energy output. Now, ang benefits ng acupuncture is that it improves circulation. It also improves the body's ability to heal itself. So wala tayong linalagay na gamot in introducing it into the So it's kusa yung katawan natin na stimulate para mag-relax, para mag-heal as well. And that's how acupuncture is designed. Now, who needs acupuncture? Very simple po, yung mga nangangailangan ng acupuncture. So, if you are experiencing pain, acupuncture is effective for approximately about 85% of general pains. So, be it headache, dysmenorrhea, back pain, shoulder pain, tightness, frozen shoulder. So, pain-related. May sakit sa katawan. Maski ano man yan. As long as it's acupuncture can help improve based on mga clinical studies. no? Now, other things that acupuncture can help, aside from the most common knowledge na pain yung ina-address niya, meron rin siyang internal support. So, nakakapag-suporta rin siya for fertility. Nakakapag-suporta rin siya for sleep. Nakakapag-support rin siya for people with psychological problems. So, it helps balance the emotions. It also optimizes the body so that it increases vitality. No? So, meaning to say, you don't necessarily need to have a problem. We can what we call optimize your health so that you get better sleep. It puts you in a better mood. You have more energy. Your bowel movements are better. And so that you have now what we call optimized health. So, it really is one of those health routines that you could add to your life so that it builds better resilience. So that you're more resilient to stress. You're more resilient to, having issues. No, so it's somebody. An acupuncturist is somebody you can work with in terms of what it is you need in your life. Like parang supplemental, siya, assistant in terms of making sure that you're getting the right sleep. That if anything is starting to go wrong, somebody who can advise you that maybe it's time to go see a doctor for this particular issue or get a checkup.
Parang na-speechless ako doon, kapart. Kasi ang galing pala talaga ng...
para siyang kumbaga, yung sabi nga ni kapartner, supplemental, siya.
Supplemental, siya.
Grabe, ang laki pala
Treatments.
talaga ng bagay na maitutulong nitong acupuncture, kapartner. So, tanong ko lang, kapartner, ano naman yung mga challenges na dinaanan mo na sa putting up this business? And how do you overcome it?
Yung challenges, number one, I think it's there then. Yung fears, the misconceptions that are there. But mostly my personal challenges talaga is more on finding the right people and the right team so that we can now grow as a business mismo. So when I was doing it as a solopreneur, it was breaking even. It was helping pay for the practice, and it became really more of a passion and also a charity too. It's a self-sustaining way of helping people. But like in terms of having like some income, like be generated also, parang you really need structure. And when it's just you, minsan ang hirap mag-set ng structure and controlling ng time, the discipline involved, no. So the other aspects to it, mostly lang talaga, it's more on education. The education and struggle that we have is that we are generally considered the last option, no. So meaning to say, na-try na ng lahat ng klase ng paggagamot, and parang they treat acupuncture minsan, if they don't know about it, as something as a last resort. Dun na sila, nagpa-abularyo na sila, and then dun rin kasi kami nasasama dun sa like they don't know if it's gonna work, but they'll try because they're willing to try anything now. So I guess that's one of our struggles. So hopefully, as we talk about it more, actually we're one of the first few people that you should see also that can actually help you. So you do your home remedies, sinasabi nila, diba? You do your home remedies, you have a headache, what do? Drink water. You try everything muna at home. Then, kung hindi talaga maalis, then usually you go see the doctor, diba? So, actually, an acupuncturist can help you right in the middle, diba? So, si doctor is very good at addressing all these things. But our doctor, how many patients do they see? Every day, ang dami din. And then for a headache, and so which is why we really come in helping relieve the stress on the medical structure, infrastructure, and facilities, because we can deal with a lot of pains that most people don't really have an answer to, because the usual answer is painkillers.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
prolonged use of painkillers is one of the reasons why, ang taas din yung mga dialysis rates natin and centers, because wala tayong magawa, wala tayong ibang sagot for the gout, for the So an alternative to it, because we're not taking any synthetics, it's not straining the liver, the kidney. Acupuncture is a great alternative talaga in support for pain management. Which is pain is one of the reasons talaga why people will go through, minsan di na nila malayan, they're already using the painkiller for over a year, over 5 years. And the reason why they use it is because so that they can go to work. Masakit yung I just take a pill and then go back to work. So fast acting, it's great. It works, but long term hindi siya sustainable. So acupuncture is a very sustainable for a long term healthcare, in terms of pain management if you have issues. And another thing that's great with most acupuncturists is that they help facilitate education on what you can do for yourself at home. Diba? So when the doctor tells you, kailangan mo mag-exercise, right? You don't go back to the doctor and say, Doc, anong exercise gagawin ko? Diba? How many push-ups do I do? That's not the doctor's job anymore. The doctor will tell you, do exercise. So now it's your turn to do the assignment. You go to a fitness instructor who can help you, diba, in terms of the physical activities na kailangan mo. Now, acupuncturists help also facilitate in terms of advice, giving mga advice then in terms of what you can do as home remedies, and then adjustments on what bad habits you may be doing in terms of But their advices are generally more on the holistic approach. So our general approach, my personal approach and my philosophy in terms of healing and wellness is actually 5 steps. So very, very basic siya. And this is something I always try to explain to my patients. And what we do is that we always prioritize rest. And hindi siya yung, if I want to get fit, like what do you do? Diba? So out of the things that you can do, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can go on a diet, you can go on exercise, you can go on some detox, and then nobody really thinks about rest. They don't categorize it as a activity to do when they want to get back to fitness. So I always give this analogy. Imagine mo may lagnat ka. The perfect analogy is going back to wellness from a fever has its limitations. The body is forcing you to do more rest when you have a fever. Why? You don't have energy. So think of yourself right now. Parang ikaw, may lagnat ka ngayon. Okay ba mag-exercise? Hindi. Diba? So magkakasakit ka lalo. So in the same manner, when we are doing our journey to wellness, diba? Hindi pwede yung priority natin yung exercise tsaka diet, because until we fix our sleep and we fix our detox, because when we have a fever, tulog yung unang-unang gagawin eh. Wala kang appetite eh. Tulog siya muna. So when you get your rest, your body is able to eliminate and generate and repair. So during that process, it will now have enough energy for you to do detox, which is why detoxing involves, minsan papawisan ka, and then you're gonna go through a lot of phlegm. Your body is trying to purge. Naglalabas siya ng, whatever is inside na kailangan niya tanggalin. Minsan, nagdudumi yung tao, they have diarrhea minsan because their stomach is upset. So, in those two scenarios, wala rin appetite. So, eating and diet is not necessarily a priority at that stage. So, healing is the same. Rest, once you fix your sleep, then you can think about detoxing. Why? Because when you detox, you clean up muna. Then you can build nutrition and supplementation. Because medication and supplementation, when you have not relieved yourself of toxins, wala din. Useless din siya. So, parang nagdagdag kang bagong furniture, hindi mo pa tinatapon yung lumang furniture mo. So it tends to burden the body. Yung stage natin, once we have good diet, supplementation, the natural effect talaga is that nagkaka-energy tayo. Gusto natin gumalaw. So that's the only time exercise becomes something that makes sense. We are now on a building stage. And when you have exercise, yung last stage, sinasabi ko, because we do a lot of fertility patients also. This is the only time we can say our vitality and our fertility is boosted. Is when you have completed the 5 steps. Diba? The 4 steps muna. So you're exercising. And when you exercise, libido tends to go up din eh. So parang nakakapag siya, na your body is highly functional. And then, when you complete all these steps, fertility usually should be So when I see some patients, minsan kulang lang talaga sa tulog eh. Alam mo yun?
Ka-partner, grabe na. Ang dami mo na-discuss talaga, ka-partner, no? Parang kulang yung isang oras para sa atin. 30 minutes ka lang eh. Sayang, dapat pala nag 1 hour tayo. So, ka-partner, now, let's talk about this business that you have. Ano ba yung mga services na when I come to your clinic, ano bang tawag dyan? Wellness center.
Yes,
Ayan.
wellness center.
Ano yung mga services na pwede naming ma-avail and ano pa yung mga dapat naming abangan?
So, there are only 2 services available at the clinic. Number 1, it's acupuncture, and then the other one is chiropractic. No, so when you go for an acupuncture treatment, we will do a diagnostic on you. So may packages na lang yung yung differentiating factor on it, on how many sessions you're gonna need based on the program that is recommended to you by your acupuncturist. So minsan you come in for back pain. Diba? So, maybe it's gonna take this many sessions. So, parang we recommend a number package. And then it's usually just a flat rate na lang. And then package may discounted rate. And ayun na lang siya. So, 2 services only. We do other things, but it's usually, kung kailangan talaga nung pasyente. Minsan there's cupping, there's, all of this. There's gua sha, there's moxibustion, but it's usually just like an add-on based on what the patient really needs lang. So, discretion na nung therapist on what they're gonna do for the patient.
Yes. Ano yung usual na pain na nirereklamo or inahatid sa'yo ka-partner, nagpapagamot nila?
Pinapagamot. The most common ones, I'd say yung sakit sa balikat, headaches, hindi makatulog. Those are the most common ones. Although depending on the season, summer, ang daming may lumabas na Bell's palsy. So, yung
half facial paralysis.
Half facial paralysis. And this has something to do with, impact of wind, cold, hot air, and then the stress. So, may mga nervous tics, naninigas, hindi maano. So, depending on the season. Kasi depending on the season, medyo may ibang issues na lumalabas eh.
So, may tanong ako,
sure.
partner. May napansin lang ako, partner, yung parang yung isang mata bumababa, pero hindi naman siya talaga totally na-paralyzed or something yung sinasabi mo. Ano yung term nun?
Bell's palsy.
Oo, hindi naman. Pero parang nabago yung itsura ng mata. Parang nag-down siya. Parang galing sa stroke. Ano kaya yun?
If it's stroke, it's also a facial paralysis. So acupuncture is also used.
Pero gumagalaw naman yung mukha niya. I mean, functional siya lahat. Medyo bumaba lang. Parang, parang mukhang naging paralisado lang. Parang galing.
It's one of the effects of stroke or minor stroke that happens. So we do get stroke patients also in the clinic. And acupuncture is great in terms of bringing back functionality. So nababalik yung galaw. And then the strength has to be strengthened through rehab. So, important muna is to get the signal connection, the energy flow back. Then, you strengthen with mga exercise movements.
May mga tao ba na hindi pwede magpa-acupuncture?
Yung mga tao na that are advised on acupuncture, you have to go to a specialist talaga for it. Kasi yung mga dangers of acupuncture for pregnancy, pag hindi marunong yung nag-handle, you have to really specialize into it. Is they don't advise having acupuncture. Certain points bawal for pregnant because there's a chance of yung natural abortion na lalaglag yung baby. Oo.
But other than that, wala
Other than
naman.
that,
Everyone is welcome.
Yeah, everybody is generally welcome to have acupuncture.
Kumbaga, ang nakita ko din doon, nagets ko talaga na, kumbaga, for me kasi din, I really do believe traditional Chinese medicine. Kasi magaling talaga sila sa ganyan. Rather than having synthetic medicine immediately, which is a Western naman yan siya. So parang, kumbaga mga kapartner, no, in case you have pains, yung sabi nga ni kapartner, you could do home remedy. But kung wala naman, you could do acupuncture before pumunta sa doktor. Ayan. Para doon tayo sa holistic approach naman. Ayan. So, kapartner, no, as much as we want to talk with you more, kaso kailangan na daw natin mag-wrap up. May mga comments actually kanina, no, but we really have. So, pasensya na po. Ang ganda kasi ng usapan namin ni kapartner Vaz. Ayan. So, kapartner Vaz, before tayo mag-end, saan ba kayo pwede makontak? Saan ba pwede kayo mahanap? Kindly invite our viewers.
Sige, so you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. It's Balance Chi. Ang spelling ng Chi is QI. No? And you'll find us on Facebook, Instagram, and on TikTok. So you can contact us there. May number, meron rin link on our socials. So you could just click on that and you set an appointment. So our clinic is by appointment only. We're open from Sunday to Sunday. So 7 days a week we're open. So just find the schedule that suits you and which acupuncturist and also which service you would like to have. So we're located in Cityland Shaw Tower. Okay, so it's right beside sa EDSA Shangri-La, no? Very near sa Mega Mall and also the Shaw Station. So it's right across St. Francis Church. We're there in Lower Ground 14 and Lower Ground 09.
Ayan. So mga kapartner ha, kung may mga nararamdaman kayong mga pain, except na yung sakit sa puso, yung mga broken-hearted, hindi kayo pwede doon. Punta na kayo doon sa
Baka pwede.
Pwede din.
Ay,
Oh,
pwede
pwede.
rin. Pwede rin daw. Pwede kayong muna doon, mag-usap-usap, mga natin. So ayan o mga kapartner, nakasama natin ang clinic owner ng Balance Chi Health and Wellness Center, si kapartner Vaz Bismarck. Maraming salamat kapartner Vaz, and gusto namin talaga makausap pa siya ng matagalan, pero kailangan na talaga natin magpaalam dahil napakabilis talaga ng ating oras. Ayan, sana yung mga nalaman natin mga kapartner, no, pwede natin talaga puntahan ang kanilang clinic for our wellness as well. Ayan. So yan mga kapartner, kung may mga kwento nga kayong alam nyong papatok sa isipan ng bawat Pilipino.
Abay, wag mong itago at ito yung
Ay, parang na-speechless pa rin si kapartner. Ayan, oo. Take two kapartner. Aha. Kung meron kang kwento na alam mong papatok at tatatak sa isipan ng bawat Pilipino.
Yes, abay, wag mo itong itago, kundi dapat ito iyong ibahagi at ipatok na yan.
Ayan, nakaraos din. Bago
Yes.
tayo magpaalam, laging tatandaan ang sinasabi sa Proverbs 10:4.
A lazy person will end up poor, but a hard worker will become rich.
Yes, nagpapahirap ang katamaran, ngunit ang kasipagan ay nagpapayaman. Ako po si kapartner Cristel.
At ako naman si ka-partner Chiclet.
Yes, magsalo-salo ulit tayo sa Lunes sa kaparang oras sa ating himpilan dito lang sa Patok.
May oportunidad sa bawat katok.
Inyong napakinggan ang iba't ibang kwento at kalaman dito sa programang Patok. Hanggang sa muli, magsama-sama ulit tayo tuwing Lunes hanggang Biyernes, 1:00 hanggang 2:00 ng hapon. Dito lamang sa DZAR 1026 Sunshine